In this year's federal budget, our analysis is focused on opportunities. Now, whilst there weren't many opportunities in business tax, some of the key highlights include the extension of the $20,000 instant asset write-off, the denial of certain deductions for holding vacant land, and some changes to the integrity measures around the small business CGT concessions and the way that staple structures operate. Now, the really big change coming out of the federal budget this year are the changes to the R&D tax incentive. Travis, can you take us through these?
Yeah, no, certainly. Thanks, Simon. Unfortunately, there weren't too many winners this year in R&D. The benefits have dropped for the vast majority of companies, especially for smaller businesses. It's gone from 16 cents down to 13.5 cents for every dollar you spend on R&D, which is quite disappointing to see. Larger businesses are now subject to intensity thresholds, which means they need to look at their R&D spend compared to their broader company spend. And if they're in a lower intensity threshold, their benefits have gone down to 4 cents. That's from a current 8.5 cents. The only winners out of this are those with a higher R&D intensity threshold, where they may be entitled up to 12.5 cents for every dollar they spend, which is thankfully higher than the current 8.5 cents.
Well, Travis, those changes sound like they're really significant. Can you tell me which industries you think will be most affected by these changes?
Yeah, certainly. I think it's those with a lower general R&D threshold. Those are the agribusiness sector, those in the IT, and also potentially energy and resources. Those that generally have a low profit margin and high operating costs are going to see their R&D benefits reduce substantially. So as I said before, it's going down from 8.5 cents to potentially 4 cents for every dollar you spend, which is less than half the current benefit. So quite substantial for those sectors.
Thanks, Travis. Now, there are a few other measures announced in the budget relating to business taxation, and one of these was the changes relating to Division 7A. These changes were initially expected to be implemented from 1 July 2018, but have now been deferred until 1 July 2019. Now, these changes impact the way that Division 7A applies to trusts, so it will impact a wide range of businesses across a wide size of business. Now, there's not much detail in the budget papers, so in the next couple of weeks we'll expect more detail, so watch this space.